Welcome to East Coast Reviews. Today we're doing another whiskey examination. Today we got one that definitely is long overdue. Thank you to the panel that's here with me today. Bumpyisms,
Cheers.
Beerman, and
Cheers.
Dank finally showed up. Does that say finally? No, I'm just kidding. Cheers to Dan, FLX Beer Reviews. So today we got a pretty cool bottle, pretty decently priced bottle. I mean, this is kind of a step up from what we normally do on the show. Normally we do like $40 bottles. Today we got Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. As you can see, I got a nice fresh bottle here. Haven't cracked mine open. Some of the panel members have already had a nice sample out of theirs. Bumpy's had a decent sized sample. And yeah, so we like to do a 6-point category rating system for this. When we do this examination, we go over the aesthetics, nose, flavor, mouthfeel, finish, value. The aesthetics and value at 10 points apiece, whereas the other four value at 20 points apiece, equaling 100 points in total. I haven't even written anything down yet. Slacking. That's okay. Does anybody want to give the stats, the information? Because I feel like I've been talking for a while. Does anybody else want to give the stats, the proof, ABV, mash bill, all that good stuff? Anybody want to talk about it? Dan, are you? I don't think when you last time you talked, I think you were muted. There. Cheers, Tater Dom. What's up, dude? Are you talking, Dan? No, you're still quiet. Cheerios, Tater.
I mean, I don't know much about it.
Okay.
It says that it's 90.4 proof.
Yep.
45.2% alcohol. Bourbon finished in new heavily toasted, lightly charred barrels.
So it says, yes. So there's a comma there. It's a little confusing. Bourbon finished in new heavily toasted but lightly charred barrels. So heavily toasted but the lightly charred. So this is finished in a second barrel, so it does its first maturation in one barrel and then goes to another one. It says produced by the Woodford Reserve Distillery. This is Brown Forman, I believe. Woodford Reserve is Brown Forman, which is Jack Daniels. It's the big company that puts out Woodford Reserve. Let's see. I think Dan had some information ready to go, but it's all right. We'll try to look up, see what we can get. Let's see. Breaking Bourbon website.
Hey, look at that. Dan's not effing here.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back. He probably had to do the same thing that I have to do usually, which is unplug my thing.
The big joke behind that whole thing, Dan's name was because he's wanted to do this for so long. They kept getting pushed back.
So I'm trying to find an age statement. I don't think there is one. MSRP on this is around like $60. Okay, I got a mash bill. So it says Woodford Reserve Distillery, also known as Brown Forman Distillery. Company Brown Forman. No age statement. Mash bill 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. That's from the Breaking Bourbon website. So, Bubby, do you want to talk about how much you paid for yours?
It was a while ago, so I don't even remember. I'll have to look it up. So it'll just take me a few moments.
Like you said, it's $60 MSRP, I believe.
60 MSRP.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're getting on the New Hampshire Liquor Store website right now. And what it is going for.
So I'm assuming it's the regular double oaked mash bill, and then they finish it in a second barrel. Right.
All right, for the 750. So the Woodford Reserve double oaked bourbon, 750 mils. What I have, I paid $59.99, so $60.
Yep. That's what I paid. How much you paid, beer man? You're muted.
$56.95, so 57.
Nice. Beer man got a deal. There you go. That's solid. I think I want to say Dan probably paid around the same, maybe probably like $60. Cheers, Ozzy. What's up? All right. So I'm gonna write down here. Double oaked. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about the aesthetics, get started with that.
Well, it's got a wood top.
Yeah.
It's got the necking labeling, which makes.
I mean, it's nice. They could have just put it in a regular Woodford Reserve bottle, and they put it in this short, stubby one, and I actually kind of like it. It looks nice. It looks like it would fit on the bar pretty. It would look pretty cool on the bar, you know. Very nice. Just small kind of label we got here. We got this little label, and then this. It looks very nice.
This isn't a sticker. It doesn't. I can't find a sticker. So this is like a raised etched like type of a. It's not etched, but
or something. But yeah,
ingrained, painted. I don't know, but it's
it's
not a sticker.
You kind of feel it. It's like a paint
or something.
I just wish there was more information on it. Like, I want to know how long they finished it in the oak barrel for. The second oak barrel, I should say.
Right.
There's no age statement. They don't really give you a mash bill on the website, but I'm assuming it's the same mash bill as the regular Woodford. But as far as information off the label, there's not really too much to it. But, I mean, the color of the whiskey looks good just by looking at it.
Yeah.
I like that it's a clear bottle. You can see right through it. You can see exactly what the juice looks like, you know. Trying to get this perforation off. Let's do that. Right.
Is the cork real or is the cork fake?
I think it's real. Yeah, I'm going to take this plastic off.
It kind of has that rubbery texture to it. That's weird.
Oh,
but yeah, I guess it's real.
Oh, that's a nice pop. Yeah, that's real. It's a pretty cork.
Yeah. Nice.
I think I'm right around. I think for aesthetics. I mean, I'm liking it enough. Like you said, maybe more information.
Definitely.
For as far as like maybe on the back sticker, you know, they could have put like age statements and stuff. I do like how it's kind of reserved though, with like it's just got like the small labeling here. You got the kind of standard.
Does anybody have the regular Woodford still? No.
Yeah, I'd probably land this right around an 8 out of 10 for the aesthetics for myself. So.
Yeah, I want to give it an 8, but it's like there's not really that much information on it. And I kind of gave the last bottle more points because it did have all the information you wanted. It had the mash bill, age statement, where it was distilled. I mean, I do like the bottle. I will just say I like the bottle. Let me pour it into the glass. Let's go for the pour.
I'll do a 7. 7 on aesthetic.
Wow, that's a really nice color. I might go to that. I might do that 8 with you there, Bumpy. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Camera's working finally. Look at that. We got nice.
And I got a Woodford Reserve glass.
Cool, dude.
Put it in.
Nice.
Proper glassware.
Yeah, I'll go to that 8. In the glass, it looks really nice.
I'm
got a nice dark color to it.
7. I think 8. We pull my string. I think 8 sounds good.
Where's Dan? What happened to Dan?
Mine's not only double oaked, it's also double oxidized.
Oh, it's great in the glass. Hey. It's a really nice color. Some dark coffee.
While we wait for Dan, I'm gonna continue sipping on this
Easy
Stone
IPA.
IPA.
I had some Buffalo Trace going. Some water.
Oh, it looks like Dan started up his own live stream. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna review this by myself. My own review. Well, maybe I'll take this time to say that I have just recently partnered with YouTube, and now I have a join button, so I will eventually be doing exclusive member-only videos and some other stuff too for members as well. So yeah, I do have that, and I am in the works of possibly coming out with some different content. I know I was talking to Eric about possibly doing some food truck and draft beer pours together. I think that would be cool. Where me and Eric just kind of visit a brewery, grab some food, and grab a draft beer and just talk about it. Do a nice little food and beer pairing at the brewery. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, but yeah, this color is awesome, huh? It's really nice. The alcohol legs are awesome. It's got some really nice thick legs. See that? Very oily.
Yeah, dude. Really nice today.
All right. Well, I don't know what's up with Dan, so I guess we'll just proceed. It's been
1 week since I talked to you.
10 minutes. So no, it's been 10 minutes. I mean, what do you guys all think? 8?
Yeah, I think 8's a good one. Good number.
All right. Well, so next category we'll talk about is the nose. So you guys want to go for the aroma?
I guess if we're gonna go for the nose.
Okay, mommy. All right, nosers. Ooh. It's like maple pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I was gonna say it smells a little bit like marshmallow peeps.
Yeah, well, I can see marshmallow for sure. Maple's like, first thing I got was maple. It's like maple syrup. Like real natural, like real maple syrup though. Oh, that smells very like, it's got like a slight hint of spice, but it's not overly spicy. I kind of like how we just let it sit for a little bit though before we nose it, because I didn't really get much ethanol first nose. I just got tons of like sugar and sweetness.
Definitely kind of an oaky nose. Lots of oaky. And it said toasted. So the toasted, I wouldn't like pick out toasted per se, but I'm smelling it and I smell something that reminds me of camping, like a campfire type thing.
Marshmallow.
Well, it kind of has almost like a campfire smell to it, but maybe not like you're inhaling smoke, but maybe like after a campfire has been put out and you just have the lingering kind of charred wood.
That's good.
Oh, like a maple on the side there. Maple wood. Yeah, I'm starting to get what you guys are getting.
Maybe a little bit of raisins. Do you get maple beer, man?
Yeah, maple marshmallow on the side. If I keep my nose away from it, otherwise it gets that alcohol.
Ethanol. Yeah.
Ethanol.
Yeah.
But it's subtle. It's a subtle.
Definitely,
ethanol.
if you swirl it every once in a while, that'll kind of help too.
I get
Cherry.
slight cherry, very slight cherry. Doesn't smell medicinal or anything.
Swirling it actually just
Jeez,
brought out
so-
the ethanol for me personally. Cheers.
Dude, ethanol out.
Cheers, Muppet Master.
Cheers, dude. Man, that smells good, dude.
Yeah, compared to like what we've had recently, this is
Vanilla coming through. The marshmallow vanilla. Yeah. It's funny,
Yeah.
if you smell on the side of the glass, I get more smell. I get more aromatics on the.
Yeah,
like,
when
if I go
hold your nose
right
a
there.
bit further away.
Yeah, right around the side.
When you do one of Bumpy's from a distance.
Bette Midler.
From a distance.
Bumpy's like from a distance, he takes out a straw, like puts it to his nose.
From a distance, you look so beautiful. And then I got close, and holy hell. You're a dude.
I'll take you rye. Yes. Definitely.
That is
There's a couple
so
different ones. There's
God.
there's an 81 and there's a 101. I would recommend both of them. But I would totally say the 101 for the money, it's like over here at least, it's like $7 more and it's way better. Right, Bumpy?
The 101
Did you
rye?
have the 81 rye or just the 101?
Just the 101.
I thought you had the 81. No? Oh, Dan's back.
Dan's back. He can join us.
Hey, Dan.
Did you
God damn it. Hold on.
did you unplug your
God
cap-
damn it.
Did you unplug your capture card and plug it back in on your computer? Because that happens to me all the time.
Dan's not listening to you. He's a master.
I'm listening. No, my camera detects my audio, everything, but my computer isn't. And I'm missing way too much, so I'm on my phone. So that's what we're doing.
That's fine.
All right, Dan,
Sorry.
we've gone to
All
milk
right,
beer.
so let's dial it back. Let's dial it back.
Just kidding.
Yeah, what do you think about the aesthetics, the appearance of the bottle, the appearance of the whiskey? How much did you pay for that bottle? And that we haven't scored the nose, but we have nosed it.
Okay.
So
Oh, and did you find an age statement anywhere?
I don't think there is one. I don't think they tell you how long it's been finished for or how long it's been aged in the first place.
I think the bottle. I really like the bottle. I just
Yeah. We actually, let's see what you think.
I don't know. Overall, I just think it's a really nice bottle shape. It's unique for the most part. I like the embossed logo down here.
There you go. There's
Yeah,
the word you're looking for.
I think the label is pretty awesome. It's pretty recognizable. I like that little.
And what I said to these guys was they could have just stuck it in a regular Woodford Reserve bottle, you know.
Yeah, and I like how the label, like the double oaked, it goes past, like it's kind of zigzagged. You know, there's like the top part that goes a little bit further than the bottom. It's just
It's got like a ticket cover over it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Feels nice. As far as the whiskey, as far as the whiskey goes itself, I mean the color is beautiful. It's like really just dark and just.
It's like a what's that? Mahogany kind of? Is that like mahogany kind of?
It straight up looks like a cream soda color almost.
Just a nice dark amber.
Yeah, the color's fantastic. It's
Looks
Dan,
like a
you can't
maple
turn
oak.
your you
Maple
can't you're
oak
on your
furniture.
phone. You can't turn your phone sideways.
Syrup. There it is.
I can. I just don't have a way to prop it up. Hold on.
Put the bottle behind it.
Well, it's down low. See, I'm really. Hold on. Hold on. I think I can do this.
Sit on the floor.
Oh, here.
There you go. That's perfect.
That's as good as it's getting.
That's perfect.
Don't jiggle the table too much.
Oh my god, it is wiggling.
All right, wiggle it just a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went over the nose. What do you think about the aesthetics? What do you give for a score?
Aesthetics, I'll give it like a solid 8.
All right, cheers, because that's what we gave it. So no point in arguing with you.
I hear.
No, yeah, my big thing was they could have just stuck it in the other bottle, but they could have put more information. But also the color of it's fantastic. I mean, this is like, look at the color of that compared to the stuff that we've been drinking in the $30, $40 range, night and day.
Now we don't know if they use any dyes though, right?
No, you're not allowed to do that. You can't use any. You can't use any type of additions like that. Then it wouldn't be considered bourbon.
Bottle.
Yeah, it wouldn't be considered bourbon. I think you might be able to do that with like Canadian whiskey. I think they're actually allowed to put. I don't know. Could be wrong. There's a lot of stuff with bourbon that you cannot do. Yeah, you definitely cannot. So like tequilas, you can actually add color. You can add glycerin, which is a mouthfeel thing. You can add sweetener to intense the sweetener. It has to be 1%, less than 1%, and you can add it in tequila. Bourbon or whiskey, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the rule behind whiskey. Of course, people put like flavored whiskey all the time, add like peanut butter, freaking puree to, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the hell they use to flavor whiskey. It's probably not puree. That would be a mess. But no, yeah, it has to be, and in order to be considered a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, we should say it has to be aged at least 4 years. So we do know the whiskey's at least 4 years. So I'm assuming the mash bill that I said, Dan, was 72. What was it? 72 corn, 18 rye, I believe. Yeah, 72 corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. I believe this is the same mash bill as the regular Woodford Reserve. Let me see.
What are you getting for aromas, Dan?
9 years it was aged. 9 years, they say. 9 years.
Where do you see that, dear man?
I googled how many years was Woodford Reserve double-aged, oak-aged, and it says 9 years on Google.
Double-edged?
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword.
9 years.
Where does it say that?
It's in big black letters.
On Google, though? On Google?
Actually, it brought up Microsoft Bing for some reason.
It's probably a source. What's the source from, though? Where does it get that source from? Does it say the website?
Bourbonbanter.com.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it says no age statement, but research shows Woodford Reserve is aged. Well, I hope it. Yeah, it's this one. Is aged on average 7 years, double oaked an additional year, and double oaked an additional year for a total of an estimated 9 years.
So 8 years for this one then.
So yeah.
Wait, so it was 8 or 9?
It says 9, but I don't know.
Oh wait, no, you said that regular Woodford 7. They age it for 1 year longer than regular Woodford, and then age it for another year in a second oak barrel. Okay.
No, that's the double oaked.
The double.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
this is 8 year.
Yeah.
According to
Yeah. So
I don't
they
know.
go 4 years and then go another 4 and another oak barrel. Yeah. To give it this.
I'm still wondering what Dan gets on the nose.
I know he hasn't said anything.
Well, you guys were talking about the age. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh,
Sorry.
still be talking about.
Honestly, this has changed since I've opened it. obviously. I'm getting a really heavy. Obviously, there's like deep oak, but I'm getting vanilla, and almost like almost like a Snickers bar, like that nougat, and then that little bit of peanut aspect.
Oh, you got peanut?
Yeah,
I was getting a nuttiness.
It's like legit. Like this is how I've
I was getting a lot of
told.
maple.
Like I told Mike about this. I was like, to me, it's like a Snickers bar, like straight up Snickers.
Yeah. I was getting maple though,
Yeah,
like real maple.
like that comes through.
Real maple.
Yeah, but it's very just candied, and but there is that kind of
Yes, review is now examination.
yeah, it smells delicious.
Cheers.
Not too much booze. I mean, there is a little ethanol, but I really think that desserty kind of like thing comes through and just takes it over the top.
There really is a double oak. I thought you were screwing with me. Why is it in a? See, that one's in a regular bottle. That one's a limited release.
Huh.
That's cool though. I never knew that was an actual thing. I thought Bumpy was just busting chops.
Well, Beer Man said it.
That's
Oh,
what
I
they,
know, but I thought you were just trying to confuse me more than I was already confused.
extra little year.
Guy knows all about whiskey and bourbons.
I actually never had this too, to be honest.
I don't
I've
know.
never had this. I've never tried this. So what do you guys want to give for the score for the nose so far? What do you
want to
guys
go.
think?
I thought we were
Who
going to go
goes
into
first?
the.
Bobby, you go
flavor.
first.
You don't want to go in the
Oh
flavor?
yeah, we usually do that. Yeah, we can do that. Cool. Let's drink it. I'm down. I
We
want to drink.
can't start treating things differently because that can affect.
Let's start drinking it then. Cheers.
Cheers.
There's
That maple again, dude.
ooh, that is oaky.
It's like maple pancakes,
Mm-hmm.
and then it finishes off. Yes, it's very dry.
Cherry.
Oh, there's a finish in like
Yeah.
roasty, toasty marshmallow, dude.
Definitely
It finished-
cherry.
With some baking spice.
Little tannins in there. Little tanners walking
Dude, this-
around in my mouth.
It kind of reminds me of the 1910. You know the old fine whiskey, Old Forester. You guys ever had that? That's also a brown format, I believe, too. You guys ever had that one?
Which one?
The 1910 Old Forester.
No.
That's called the Old Fine Whiskey. I believe that one's also a double oak product.
It's just like bitterness.
But it's got like that maple syrup. It's got that very maple syrup. It's kind of like maple syrup pancakes.
Or a tannin. No
It's
bitterness.
like a really sweet, kind of like
Man.
jammy, kind of cherry
Mm-hmm.
combined. And then it finishes with that. I get like char, spice, and then after the palate sits, I get like a really nice like toasted marshmallow. It kind of makes you mouth salivate. It's like a really nice sweet vanilla that lingers.
Good.
You can just taste the
Let's see.
sugary sweetness in this one.
Wonder if this works.
Yeah, you get oak right away. I got oaky, like big, huge frontal oak burst, and then it went into all the flavors, and then the dryness, and then it's burning my tongue like a mofo right now. It's really hot, spicy.
Mofos, man.
You have a water bottle on the side of you, Bear Man?
Yeah, I do.
Drink some water.
That's
Lick
good.
your wall.
Don't do that.
Get a dusty flavor.
That's better. It's very dry. Woo.
Yeah, it's got a
So-
good amount of drying in it.
It's drying, but to me, that sweetness is still right there on the forefront.
That's what I'm
of my tongue
saying. It's
at all
sugary,
times.
dude. It's got like that cherry jam, sugary
Ha-ha!
sweetness.
I'll be back, bitches.
I think it's
Yeah, I like how the cherry comes off more like the almost
Can
like
you
a
hear me
Mary-
now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What happened?
What?
What were you
Cheers.
saying about the cherry?
I said the cherry comes off. The cherry flavor in this comes off more like a maraschino cherry than it does like a Robitussin cherry.
Oh, it's sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
sweet. It's a sweet cherry. That's what no, I was saying. It's like a cherry jam. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was getting like
All
cherry
right.
and like a cherry pie kind of sweet cherry.
So I figured out in my Windows settings somehow my microphone volume got set all the way down to 0.
Nice.
I knew something was up because my camera, I see the volume bar going up and down.
Oh.
Must have been a Windows update or something. I know. Well, either way, I apologize for ruining this.
Blaming
Examination.
Windows.
You better apologize.
The one bourbon I wanted to do.
It's okay.
Maybe it was a Starfire.
Have you seen these shows?
Mm,
All right.
We've just recently got over my camera
very good.
acting up. Now it's happening to somebody else. So
It's not the camera. It was just the Windows setting. Camera's
Or-
fine.
it's user error.
All right. Now
The
that I can
flavor's
concentrate,
great.
my mind
The
was like totally.
Flavor is awesome.
Yeah. See, this is why I really like this one because it's just like, for me, that sweetness never leaves that front quarter of the palate. Even with that drying in the back end and that burn, the burn almost comes off like cinnamon-like for me, but like
Mhm.
still on that forefront, that sweetness. I think it's like the perfect balance. Like if here's the front of your palate, here's your sweetness, and then here's the back end, the drying. So it just keeps on bringing that sweetness for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not overly dry in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's like astringent.
A little
It's
bit.
got a really nice oaky aspect.
A little stringent.
You think it's astringent, Bear Man?
Oh, it's guys pulling off as kind of like a little bitter,
Yeah.
tannin kind of thing or something. I don't know. It's kind of
I'll,
dry, bitter.
Try.
and-
Do you have some in your glass still?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I took it all down.
I didn't know if you finished it. I would maybe put like a little drop of water in it and see if it opens up. You can do that.
All right.
Okay.
See
I
if it
can't.
drops that. I can. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's overly like dry to me though. It's got like a really nice oaky flavor profile that works well with the sweetness, in my opinion, like Dan was saying. I think it's like super sweet. I think it's like super sugary sweet. Like this is like you want a sweet whiskey. This is something you recommend to somebody.
But
You
it
like-
ends with a
you like
baking.
sweet whiskey. It's like this is like a baking spice kind of.
Yeah, that's like it's like
I'm gonna go
major
with some
baking
water.
spices on the tail end, and there is a lingering heat. It does pack some heat.
Mhm.
Really? I don't know. Why is this so drinkable to me? I haven't even really had much to drink tonight. I had a glass of Buffalo Trace before this, which is right around the same
So,
group.
We all
so I
watched
just got a little
the,
bit of water. Beer man, did that water help you?
Not really.
No, no.
I just put a couple drops, but it's kind of like sweet and dry. It's like got both worlds. It's not like it's very balanced in a way. It's like between
it's doubly dry.
It's very dry. I find peppery dry. Yeah, it's
Drop of water, an actual drop.
but it's got a sweetness too, and it's got some great flavors.
Like-
to it.
I think this is like, I think the reason I enjoy this so much is ever since starting bourbon, I've always leaned toward the affinity of sweeter whiskeys. And usually the drying would be an off-put to me,
This had water in it. Okay,
but I
there's
don't know.
water in this. Look, so we're gonna.
Is that regular Woodford?
Yeah,
It's cured any diseases on my tongue. That's for sure.
look at the color difference.
Demons have exercised the demons on my mouth. For a bit, it's bigger than the ones you guys have had, or that I've had. It's not very big, but a little bigger. It's a little more heatier, but it's also got that sweet though. It's not.
So-
It's kind of, oh, it's nice. I don't know.
This is so much better than this is.
What's that?
What?
I said the double oaked just smells so much better than this regular Woodford.
Oh,
This almost like is like subdued and light. It's got a little bit of like caramel,
I'm gonna take a big
spice,
swig.
and oak, but then this is just sugary, sweet maple, brown sugar. Yeah. You know what it's kind of got? It's kind of got that barbecue sauce kind of thing going.
Whew, take a big swig.
Do you guys think? Would you guys think that on the nose?
It's hot.
Yeah. So
No.
yeah, I mean, I can see that. Definitely like a smoker.
Yeah, like a barbecue sauce, kind of like something that you would braise like some type of meat with.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Definitely
meathead.
pretty smoky.
Are you gonna give any actual flavor note today, or are you just gonna bust? I don't. Is Bumpy gave any actual description, or is he
Yes.
just?
You just talk over me every time I do.
I'm not trying to.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Tell me to shut
Katie,
up.
watch your ear. I don't want to run you over again.
You said something about a meathead.
Yeah, I was calling you a meathead. I said this in the like aromas. I mentioned,
Like I don't know. Mike doesn't.
I mentioned like it reminded like campfire. So you guys start talking about smokers.
Bumpy's
and-
scared Mike away.
Take a big swig of it, guys. Seriously.
Oh, get a big sit. Okay, get yourself a swallow of that.
It's very hot. Cinnamony.
Swig it down.
Now, here's the thing, though. Me and Bumpy might be experiencing relatively a bit different, right? Because our
What do you
bottle's
guys got for
pretty well into it.
codes?
That's true.
What do you guys got for laser codes at the bottom?
Yeah, it did
Trying to
have
make me dump my whiskey.
Hopefully the cork's on it.
I don't know. What's the code?
There's a laser code
Tell me your code.
211B30337.
So
0715. Same numbers in the front.
So mine in the front is L 320 51 or 51224.
Yo, they're all completely different.
Mine is 212B 30321.
Ooh,
All right, well, me and Bumpy's are probably the only ones that are actually somewhat kind of the same. Makes sense then, because mine's
So
211.
I'm assuming this was
I have
made
211 also, East Coast. 211B30715. And I'm on the West Coast.
What does 337 mean? I wonder what that means if you look up that laser code. What that means?
might be the Julian date.
You can look them up and figure out what the laser code means.
Could be Julian.
You guys want to start throwing out some numbers? We've been talking for
Well-
40 minutes.
Can I throw out some
No.
letters?
You could throw hieroglyphics.
I'm gonna make animal shape.
I'm over it. Who do you guys think? Go back to nose. Numbers on the nose. Bubby.
I went first with the Esquire. So
You would what?
Okay. My nose is 18 out of 20.
I gave mine a 17 out of 20.
It's up there. All right, B-Man, convinced Dan.
18 out of 20.
You better give it.
I gave it a
I don't know if
16.
I'd give it that number.
I gave it a 16 out of 20.
Really? all over the board. I haven't even thought about it.
Don't you have a number?
I'm going towards Beer Man. This smells awesome. It smells like
I
beer.
know.
Hey, man, you still getting your cherry?
Oh, good. Yeah, I get the
The nose
cherry
on this is the best.
amongst other things.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
Maple.
the nose on
Huge.
this is crazy.
Big maple.
I really like it.
marshmallow.
I'm gonna go. I'll go right alongside you guys. I'll go 17. Anybody else want to say anything?
I think the nose is just it's a delight. Just a
It's really, really good. Yeah, it's sweet. It's very mapley. There's not too much oak. I get more like a sugary sweetness. You go from this to this, night and day. This is like maple, brown sugar,
dude. You go from this to this.
marshmallow all day. Oh yeah, PBR to double. Easy IPA to double oak.
Oh, this is super sweet. This smells like flowers.
Honestly, without trying to be like without trying to be a funny guy or whatever, it is kind of unique. Like, you know how you take a sip of water, it changes the whiskey. If you drink like a beer or something, and then you take a sip, or
Yeah, because it's got corn in it.
The whiskey's got corn in it too.
Yeah,
it's sort of like eating after you eat like
I'm not even
a
kidding.
hot wing or something, and you
Drink
drink a
a
New
light
England IPA, and the fruits get enhanced.
Yeah, it's like enhance the corn.
I smell maple in the air right now. I'm serious.
Do they
It's
call
that
that?
strong.
I'm gonna go 17 on the nose. I like it.
I think they call that corn rowing.
Oh.
Interesting. Flavor.
That is the bumpiest. Flavor. It's Dan's turn first. Go for it, dude.
I'm at the same as my nose. I give the flavor a 17. I just, for my personal taste, I just love that front aspect. The only thing that might bring it down that I could be convinced of is the over drying, slightly acrid thing that Beer Man was pointing out.
Yeah.
But then if you just like lick your lips or whatever and just get the forefront, then it kind of goes away quickly. It doesn't, the acrid part doesn't like linger, I don't think. But right now I'm at a 17.
This is good.
I don't know, man. Sagamore Rock. There's another double oak product, but this is a rock.
Yeah, but you can't keep comparing this to everything else. You got to judge it on its own, you know?
No, you can't. That's the whole point of this. We're paying $60 for this bottle.
Yeah, but you're pulling out bottles we can't compare ourselves.
No, I was joking about that. That's double oak, but that's a rye. But no, what I was going to compare it to is the 1910 Old Forester. I feel like that is that higher proof. I don't even think I have any more of that one. I feel like this would be better if it was like 50.
You should check that app.
Very drinkable. Like the flavor is nice, but it's not like super rich as it could be. Like it's a double oak product, but it's also the same exact proof as the original Woodford.
I heard the 1910 is
For
a bit richer.
what is it, $25 more. You don't think that maybe they could have gave us a little bit higher proof? I don't know, man.
The 1910 is 93 proof, so it's 3 higher. And MSRP for that is $54.99.
Yeah, right around there. It's a little bit cheaper.
I'm using that app. Good idea, Bumpy.
Yeah. So actually, I think that's what did they say? 50 what?
$54.99 MSRP.
Yeah, that's actually kind of high. I can get that for maybe around like $50 probably.
If you can find a 375, it's only $20 for a 375.
Good luck. I haven't never seen a 375 of any of the Whiskey Row
Never.
series. That stuff's good though. That's also Brown Foreman. So
I could see. I know we're not onto it yet, but I could see
I
where
would
the
say-
extra little bit of proof.
yeah, so I'm gonna go with 16. I really like the nose. If they did, if like I said, if it was a little bit higher in proof, like if it was 50, considering the fact that you are paying $25 more than their entry level bottle, this is like $35, roughly. You're paying $25 more. They're aging it for a year longer, supposedly. Or no, they're aging it for yeah, they're aging it for a year longer and another barrel. Well, they're finishing it for another year. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting another year out of the product. It's in another barrel. It is really good, I will say. The flavor is night and day between the two. Actually, I didn't even really try this. Oh, yeah. 100%. This just tastes like your standard run-of-the-mill bourbon, and then this just intensifies it. It brings up all the sweetness, and then you get that really, like, sugary, kind of like burnt marshmallow flavor. Maple pancakes almost. But yeah, I really wish that they bumped this up. So I'm gonna say
Jesus Christ, are you okay?
yeah.
I went down too fast.
Stop moving. I'm at a 15. Like,
Well, I'm glad you guys pulled my string. Damn, bump, all right. I'm at. I will. Sorry.
Why do you give it a 15? Yeah.
because that's where I feel that it lands.
Okay.
For me, it's just I don't know. There's because there's other whiskeys that I've had that I've enjoyed the flavors more, and I didn't score it much higher than 15 on the flavor. Like Michter's Rye.
Yeah.
I scored that, I think, like a 16 on the flavor. So, I mean, 15, it's not bad. I just like the flavor of the other one more. I know that's a rye product, whatever, but there's just certain flavors that I wish that were in this that I get out of, or I've gotten out of some other bourbons that I've enjoyed the flavor more.
What flavors?
We need to unburden what has been burdened in order to unburden the burden.
Cheers, Thomas. Thanks for stopping by.
Say what?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what Bumpy's on tonight. Beer man, what did you give him for the number?
All right. Look,
Somebody out
man,
there knows what I'm talking about.
I was at an 18, but I changed my mind. And the reason why.
Just screenshot that face.
The reason
That was
why I
the most-
changed my
That
mind.
was the most confused I've ever seen Dan look. Good job, Bumpy.
No, I was at 18, but I changed my mind. The reason why is because I haven't had enough bourbon to really know the difference. So
No, the flavor's
I
great.
brought it down a little bit. I liked what it tasted like. I liked
Yes.
everything that I got out of it, but I haven't had enough bourbon to like distinguish what's good and what's better
So-
and what's worse.
The reason why, so you said 18?
I said 18, but I brought it
So
to a
the
16.
reason why I would totally agree with you. The flavor is awesome. This, I could drink this all day. I could go through this bottle easily.
Totally. Yeah.
The intensity of the flavor is not as prominent or as strong. It's not as rich. It's not as decadent as I would like it to be for a $60 bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
what
what
I'm
made me
getting
think is the price.
Is
Yeah.
what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
$60, or in your case, you paid the cheapest of everybody. At
57, but yeah.
57, so that's actually pretty good. But even at $57, it just doesn't have that rich intensity and like that proof that you would really want. I mean, this was 56, $4 cheaper. This is
wow.
barrel proof. It's uncut and unfiltered, but it's also a blend. which I think I think Woodford blends most of their stuff.
It's kind of like your whiskey reviews that we have going on here, or examinations, uncut and unfiltered.
Pretty much. But this is like night and day. You drink this compared to this. Eric will tell you. Eric was here. This is pretty dang good. And I hope I'll bring this if we meet up in October, hopefully.
That's 3 whiskeys you've compared to this thing now.
What?
That's 3 whiskeys you've
No,
compared.
I'm saying as far as price, though. Price and proof.
I gotta let the dogs in.
Yeah, price said it.
Let the dogs out. Bumpy isms.
Right? Price and proof. You
Yeah.
got to figure that in. You know, if you're getting, my big thing about it is they're giving you the same ABV as the original offering. Like we couldn't bump it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I digress on that enough. Let's move on. Let's go to mouthfeel. Mouthfeel. What do you guys think about the mouthfeel? I think the mouthfeel, like I said, the viscosity, I wish it was richer, but it's super drinkable. This is crushable for what it is. This is like candy. It's like liquid candy in a glass. I like it. I think it's super, super good. But it's also kind of dangerous too. Could be richer. I don't know. I'll let you guys talk. Don't all talk at once then.
Let Simon Cowell go.
Huh?
Let Simon Cowell go up there with the poopy face.
He's not even here. Let the guy who's got his camera off talk.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I don't want to.
I don't.
I'm not quite sure what I feel of the mouthfeel. I feel I don't think it's got the viscosity that it should with some of the flavor notes.
Still very drinkable.
Drinkable, but dry and hot.
But it's also not like 100 proof either, so it's not bad. I think I'd give it a 15 out of 20 for the feels.
I'm not trying to copy you, Bumpy, but I think I agree with you. 15 sounds good to me.
What do you think, Dan?
I'm at a 14.
Really?
I think Michter's had a better mouthfeel than this.
Yes, sir. That's my favorite.
And that's 6%. What, 6% lower?
Yeah.
I gave Michter's.
Isn't Michter's only like 84?
15.
Oh, 6 proof lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said percent. I was like, was it 39?
I don't know. I just honestly.
39%?
So for me, this is the story of this bourbon. This bourbon has the taste of this like cask strength, like higher proof bourbon, but then it just falls off in that body mouthfeel, and you see where that proof starts cutting into that finish and mouthfeel and all that.
We'll go 15.
But
I really like the drinkability of it. I don't think the spice and the heat are too much. I've also been drinking water and stuff, and
I can see why people say store picks of these are amazing because they're probably a little bit higher in proof.
I would hope so. That's probably why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If this was higher proof, it would be way better. It's still good though.
Oh, that's great.
This is definitely up there as far as like some of the stuff we've had recently for sure. The other Woodford's not bad, but I think this has like a really like honey kind of cereal grain corn thing going for it. The regular Woodford, that's kind of blended out of it with the second barrel. When they put it in that other barrel for a year, that rich sugary sweetness kind of almost diminishes that cereal grain corn. Do you guys get corn in the regular Woodford or no?
I don't have a bottle on me.
In the regular double, are you getting corn? Not really.
I had Woodford. I remember liking it, but
Cheers,
Yeah.
21090.
I can't remember much.
Yes, we are. We are reviewing some Woodford Reserve double oaks.
With added food coloring. Yay.
No, not food coloring. Definitely not. Cheers, Bill. What's up, bro?
Cheers, dude.
Bumpy's that judge that on that show. The 10-year-old girl comes up, sings her heart out, gives a performance of a lifetime. The whole fucking panel says, "Oh, America's Got Talent," and Bumpy's just sitting there going,
Yeah. 21090.
She needs a few more years practice.
Oh, dude.
"You better effing show up next time."
Yeah.
Simon, what is that guy's name? Simon
Cowell.
Yeah.
That's why I said let Simon Cowell go.
Of YouTube. There you go.
I'm calling you out for your fake shy act you had in the beginning. You're definitely not shy.
In Bumpy's mind, there's some like homeless guy from like Waterworld. You know, in Waterworld, the guy at the bottom of the tanker, and they lift up the thing and he's measuring the oil. That's the guy that's putting the food coloring in the bottle on the production line that Bumpy thinks is going on.
Yeah.
Bottles are whizzing by. This guy's just.
What's going on?
Oops.
Did we do mouthfeel yet? Did Bumpy say mouthfeel?
Yeah, we talked about mouthfeel.
Oh, mouthfeel? I don't know, 15.
Definitely no food coloring added.
Yell at him.
15?
Yeah, I like the
Why you chose 15.
Why I chose 15. Because
You
I don't know enough about bourbon and I'm trying to keep it real. But it does feel good in my mouth. It had a little bit of dry, peppery spice, but then again, like I said, I don't know enough about bourbon and whiskey, so stick it there.
Dan, if you go back and watch this video, can you review everyone's participation tonight? And just give me an assumption on Bumpy's participation. Because it seems like everyone's participating.
You know what? It's crazy. I watch episodes without me. Bumpy has full participation. I joined the panel on one night. Bumpy's like, "Fuck it, I'm done."
I've stated flavors, aromas, mouthfeel, what I've thought about it.
Here's the defense.
Bumpy can't wait for you to end on the stream.
I'm ready to drink something different.
Oh, I can't with you guys talking about random shit. What are we moving on to? So we all agree mouthfeel's right around. I think, Dan, you give it the lowest? Damn.
By 1 point.
Okay.
I think we're all pretty close on our score so far.
Yeah. It's right around the same.
We'll probably all end up with the same score.
Probably. Yeah, we'll sit here and argue
We're up down on.
We'll sit here and argue for an hour and a half, and we'll have the same number at the end of it. That's how the Curiosity Public guys, they'll like sit there and argue about a certain category, and they'll be like, "What do you give it?" They're like, "Oh, I give it an 8." I also give it an 8. Like, "Oh, we just argued about it for 10 minutes for no reason." Yeah.
For no reason.
So we're moving on to Finn.
Thanks.
Yes,
brother.
finish.
Good.
Yes, definitely.
Is that Todd or Andy?
That'd be Todd.
I gotta go back. Your man drinks whiskey too. Oh yeah. Get back into it, learning with us.
Yep.
Cheers, Josh. What's up, bro?
Because of you guys.
Bad influence.
Yeah. It's always tough.
finish,
Bro.
I'm at I had a 17, but I just scratched it out. I made it a 16. To me, like that finish, it lingers a long time.
But I get the like I said, typically I would get your normal like spice, char, oak. This has that like that toasted vanilla note comes back,
Mm.
and I get like this. I like salivate, and I get this like sugary vanilla sweetness on the finish. I don't know, man. The finish on this, I don't know. I like it. You guys were saying you weren't really big fans of it, but
I didn't like
that toasted barrel, like that sugary vanilla comes back. I don't know.
Maybe I am at a 17. I don't know.
Sweet sugary.
I'm at a 17 on the finish. I like the finish. I like both aspects of the spice and the sweet dryness, everything else, all the flavors. That maple really shines really nice. The vanilla, the marshmallow, whatever. It's like it sticks around and it gives you a nice spice to a little dryness, a little tannin kind of thing. It's nice. A little woodiness, I like the bite in the finish too. So
This is one of those whiskeys where if you know people that are like, or like, let's say like my brothers, right? They don't drink whiskey too often, but if I had like a get together, like Thanksgiving, Christmas or something, if I brought this over and let them try a little bit of it, they'd probably be like, oh wow, that's good. That tastes pretty unique. That tastes a lot different than some of the stuff that I'm normally used to drinking. Because they're not going to go and buy $60, $100 bottles. If they have whiskey, they're probably drinking $30, $40 stuff like you know what I mean? Like people who aren't crazy into drinking bourbon and stuff. If they've had bourbon before, it's typically like, you know, Four Roses or Wild Turkey or, you know, even the regular Woodford. Like I'm sure both of my brothers have probably had this.
Right on, brother.
They probably never have tried this before, so that would be a good, you know what I mean? It's a really it's a good academic experience, as the guy from Curiosity Public likes to say, the guy Dylan. It really is. It's a different experience. It's a unique experience. If you've never had a toasted barrel before, or a double oaked barrel, or like a toasted product, you would really enjoy this. And actually, here you go, Dan. I got you on another bottle.
I've had a toasted Pop-Tart.
And I will say, this is a little different because this is finished with toasted oak staves, and this is $47.
Are you just pulling every bottle you've bought in the last 2 months?
This is nowhere near as good as this is. So, but this is also another toasted product.
Mhm.
But those are toasted oak staves, so that's a little different. Stave finishing rather than transferring over to another barrel that's toasted is completely different, you know. Of course, this is, you get much more of a finished whiskey flavor. Yeah, I like it. It's up there for me. I would say probably 17, almost 18. It's good. Maybe 17. I feel like I've had some other stuff that was double oaked or toasted that had a little bit more of that sweetness that carried throughout. Like I said, the problem with this product in general, it's awesome. It tastes good. The price is not terrible for what you're getting. It's just low proof. And that's it too. If it was higher proof, the finish would have a little bit more intensity to it. What do you guys
Which
think?
is why I'm giving it a 15.
I'm gonna go. I'm at a 16 or a 17.
I'm in a 16 still. Yeah.
16, Dan. I'll be there with you. What'd you give it, beer man?
finish, I did a 17.
good. We need that.
Why do we need that? Are we trying to beat
We
something?
need to justify spending $60 on this. No, I'm just kidding. I just got like a really nice chocolatey note. Do you guys get chocolate? A
No.
little bit. I don't think anybody ever said chocolate. I got a little bit of chocolate on the finish on that sip. This is my second pour. I just poured a little bit more. I finished the first pour and I just poured.
Yeah, there's a bit of like a Mexican chocolate.
With that spice, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Like a hot chocolate, Mexican hot chocolate thing.
Like
I'll-
the
I'll say this about-
Echinacea?
Nutty.
I'll say this about this bottle. Besides the Michter's, I can't think of a bottle I've drank in quicker in a limited amount of time. And I'm pretty slow with bottles. Like I still have probably 90% of all the bottles I've ever done on this show with you guys. So they last me quite a while. But yeah, they're like, so when you talk about that drinkability aspect, definitely. Also, by the way, not if anyone cares, this goes really freaking good with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I bet it does. Oh, that sounds kind of good. Love Dr. Pepper.
I also tried it with the Dr. Pepper coconut. That was kind of unique.
What?
You know what else?
You know what this goes good with?
Pepper?
Ice.
You know what you should do?
Ice, baby.
Get some brisket. Get some brisket, Bumpy.
Never heard of it. What the hell
Get
is
some
brisket?
brisket.
Coffee.
And dip your brisket in this.
Listen, I don't know. I don't want to know where Bumpy's dipping his
I
brisket.
watched
That's a bit too personal.
Curiosity Public.
Stick your meat in this.
They got a Arby's. Like
If I hear you say I've watched Curiosity Public one more friggin' time.
they had a smoked bourbon. I mean, it is my channel, so I can say whatever I want. You know, they had a smoked
Never heard
bourbon.
of it.
They had a smoked bourbon, and they had like Arby's sandwiches, and they were dunking the Arby's sandwich in the smoked bourbon.
Arby's, they're all like closed now, aren't they? They
No.
lost their meat.
They still have the meats.
They lost their meats.
That's
You got
that
the meat.
commercial guy.
The
We
meat.
have the
Yeah.
meats. All right, value.
You guys ever attempt the Meat Mountain? Boy, that's a loaded fucking thing.
Is that at
No, we don't have
a
Arby's around here.
deli shop? Local deli shop?
No, Arby's. It's like it used to be a secret menu thing. Meat Mountain. It's like
Oh,
every meat they have.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you win a T-shirt if you ate it.
Yeah, it's probably like a $30.
Climbing Meat Mountain.
You win a colonoscopy if you eat it all.
email.
That's what you win. Colonoscopy.
Nice.
Free.
Yeah.
For free. Doctor's visit.
They make you wait a week before you get it, though.
All right, value.
Make sure everything's out first.
All right, value. What do you guys think?
What, hey, you haven't gone first yet, Tanner. Why don't you do value?
Value. I was gonna go right around like a 7. I wanted to give it a little bit higher, but as far as let's put everything aside, you know, proof, all that. $35 for a 750. This is a pint, so this is not. But $35 for the regular Woodford compared to 60, so you pay $25 more. Totally worth it, all day. $60 for this. It's next level. If you want to jump from that 30, 40, start getting up to that $50, $60 range of whiskey. If you bought this for $60, I think you wouldn't be disappointed. You'd be like, wow, that's got some really good flavor. There's some good craftsmanship to that. They put some time into that. They blended that to taste the way it tastes. They finished in that barrel. They perfected it. This is good, dude. I would say 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Gonna go back to the proof. I'll talk about the proof. There was an episode of Curiosity Public where they were talking about proof. Nah, for real though. The proof, come on, the value. I would give it an 8 if they gave it. If this was like 50%, I would give it an 8. I'm not even kidding. I would have. If this was 50%, it would have been they would have took this bottle next level bump. But I still think 7 out of 10 is great. It's worth it. It's worth it to spend a little bit more. And if you're new to whiskey too, it's like you're very hesitant to spend that much on a bottle, you know, because you don't want to spend something on that much on something that you don't know if it's good or not. I would say this is worth it for sure. What do you guys think? Everyone looks perplexed. What's going on?
I gave it a 6 for value. I've had whiskeys that I've enjoyed more that cost less. I've had whiskeys in the lower 3 range.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like Victor's Rye for one.
Yep.
That's like $42. And I think it's it's a rye, it's not this, but I just enjoyed that one more. I've enjoyed Whistle Pig, which is about $10 cheaper than this.
So when you guys
as much.
When you guys spend more money on whiskey,
Just kidding.
When you guys
so angry about this whiskey.
When you guys spend a little bit more on a bottle, what is it that you look for? So you spend $30 to $40 on a bottle, right? A whiskey. You kind of know what you're expecting, or are you getting an assumption of what you're expecting?
I look for my wife's approval.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fair.
More whiskey?
Yeah. yeah. What do you look for? Hey, babe, is it okay if I spend $60 on a bottle instead of $40? What do you guys look for in flavor?
It's my money anyway, so.
When you spend a little bit more, when you spend $20, almost half the price of regular Woodford, what are you looking for? Do you look for a higher proof? You looking for a different flavor? Just in general.
I'm looking to get milk.
The question was mainly more towards Bumpy, because Bumpy said he liked the Michter's Rye more, and I could see why you would like the Michter's Rye, because that was just like a really solid whiskey. This is more like for people who are like really into like the sweet sugar.
So what would I want? Yeah, I would want a higher ABV. I'd want this to be like one of those like 100. Speaking of, $40. It's $50 regular, but I get it $40.
Cask strength makers, yeah.
The maker's cask strength, 111 proof for $40. It's $20 cheaper than that, and this thing is full of fun flavor.
But it's a different realm. You figure
it is. But
if you want to get your proof for your value and your intensity of the flavor, but this is like a different genre of whiskey. It's finished one. So. Bourbon Junkies, they
wanted to come with a free glass.
Bourbon Junkies used to do the blind tastings, and they have to guess if it's finished. If I poured you this, would you guys be able to tell that it was finished? Because it doesn't. Whether you're finishing in a second barrel, it's a finished product. But sometimes they'll finish in like wine barrels and rum barrels and all that good stuff. But would you be able to tell that this was finished in another barrel? Of course you would, 100%. I would personally. Would be able. Oh,
you mean if it was like in a noir type barrel or something?
No. I'm saying if I handed you this glass like blind, would you be able to tell that this was finished in another barrel? I think I personally would, because of the sweetness.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
You don't think so?
I just think that it was aged extra long, because it does have a stronger oak flavor to it.
That maple note is so prominent, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. My value is at 7.
I brought mine down from a 7 to a 5, because when I first saw it, I was all, I have to spend this much on this bottle. But I'm trying to compare it to the Michter's, and I like Michter's better. Even though, yes, you're right, it is a rye. It's different, but
I'd like to try the Michter's bourbon.
Yeah.
We can do that. That's like $44 a bottle.
But I think my value is slightly towards my taste profile, though.
Yeah.
I'd
Well, that's the
gladly
thing
pay
too.
that.
Yeah.
I'd gladly pay that because I am the sweeter whiskey guy. You give me sugar bomb whiskey, I'm all about it.
Yeah, me too, bro.
But to Bumpy's point, if I wouldn't pay that for a bottle I'm just like gonna kill in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like I want to make sure
I've had this for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you've been kind of being kind of cautious on it because you didn't know if
I didn't want to buy it again.
for my sake and stuff.
Exactly.
If that bottle would have
all
been
for
gone,
Dan. I did it all for Dan.
and I appreciate that. If I could give you a virtual hug right now, I would do it.
We can touch fingers virtually. Touch my finger. Find the cross.
I like kombucha, but it's very acidic.
It's so good for you, dude. It'll keep you from getting sick. It's very good. It balances your pH. That's what my wife taught me. Yeah.
Bumpy's example, though, the Maker's Cask, to me that's a sweeter whiskey too.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed that.
That's also weeded.
I'm a weeder. I'm a weeder.
And it gives it a better mouthfeel too.
Yeah.
I need to try more bourbons.
I am highly intrigued in the 1910 based on my affinity for this.
Should we tally up our scores?
And I have been, even before you got that bottle, intrigued in that Sagamore.
The rye?
Because I saw
Bourbon Junkies?
SLB drinks do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's cool too. I like that guy.
I guess I'd probably like to get the Old
I'll shut
Forester Prohibition. That's like $75 a bottle.
Wow.
I'll say, see, I saw the 1910 at a bottle shop. It wasn't too much more cheaper than this bottle, at least in that store. It was like $50.
Well, we're a bunch of tough critics, eh?
My total is a 79.
I guarantee I'm going to have the lowest score. I had the lowest numbers all throughout the whole thing, so I'm at a 75.
I'm at a 79.
And I'm at a 79.
Wow, we all 79s except for Bumpy.
Except for Bobby. Shame.
So that's an average of 78.
Good. That's fair. What was the last one?
So just real quick.
The last one was the piggyback. It was at like a 74, I think.
74. Yeah, not bad.
Well, piggyback was a 74 because I got put it in my thing.
78.
What was Michter's? 78, 79?
Michter's was like
78.
83.
Your last review was the Whistle Pig, right?
Wow. Jeez.
Okay,
That's good.
Our review of Woodford Reserve that we did was a 71. The regular. So you got 8-point difference between that and this.
Well, 7-point difference.
We don't count your low score. It's you know. Yeah.
Hey, it beat Bullet Rye by a lot.
Good.
Yeah, that was a 63. You guys did the Four Roses, then the Whistle Pig, correct?
Four Roses, single batch.
And then
Yeah,
whistle
and
pig.
then the whistle
Okay.
pig.
Yeah, because I keep track of even the ones that I don't do, just to have it. Yeah, I was real close to being a point higher on my score, being an 80, and that came from the finish because I wasn't a 17. I brought it down to 16. So
And that would have made it 79.
yeah. So,
Yep.
I still think overall this is pretty fair.
comparables, 78. We scored Elijah Craig at a 78.
Elijah Craig, what? Small batch?
Yep, just Elijah Craig. Wild Turkey 101 got a 79.
That's good.
What did we get? The 17 was it 1762? 1790.
Wild Turkey 101's a $27 bottle.
We gave the Evan Williams 1783 the 76.
Which is a
1792 was the 73.
1792. That's
Yep.
$30. Maybe even less.
You guys gave the Wild Turkey 101 Rye a 76. We gave the High West Double Rye a 75. I'm just naming the close ones.
I was double rides also $35.
Jameson Stout
Yeah,
got a 76.
that was a pretty good one. I was surprised by that.
The Jameson Stout.
Yeah, that was.
That was
I actually
good.
recommend that to people that drink stouts and stuff. You want to try our whiskey?
Mm.
Because it's got that roasty, toasty, and chocolatey notes.
So yeah.
A little disappointed. I wish it did higher. It's the proof.
The proof's in the pudding.
There you go. 100%. Overall, still a fun episode.
There, I participated.
It's been a good examination. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Last 5 minutes of the show.
All right. See you in 3 months.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, tell us what whiskey you want to do
I'll
next.
let you know when we buy another $60 bottle.
We'll
Dan.
work on it for the next year.
Unreal. Well, yeah, it's been fun. Next week we'll do probably a brew and booze reviews, so look out for that. Those are pretty fun. It's kind of like wild cards, so you pretty much can just bring any type of adult beverage, whatever you want to do. I typically like to do a whiskey and a beer, but I encourage everybody to bring whatever they want. You can do a cider, you can do a wine, any type of adult beverage.
Vodka gin.
Just recently, I've partnered with YouTube, and now I am I finally have a join button, so you can become a member if you want to be a member. And then I'm going to try to come up with some exclusive membership-only videos where I do different videos other than my normal basic stuff on YouTube. Me and Eric, we're thinking about doing food truck and draft beer pour reviews. I think that'd be cool. And then also, if you just want to support the channel, to help keep the live streams and all the purchases going and all that good stuff, definitely greatly appreciated. And yeah, shout out to all these guys at the panel: Bumpyisms, Beerman, Dan from College Beer Reviews. I'll let these guys do their shout outs. And also, before I forget, check out that bourbon hunting video with me and Kirk. Just recently did that. So it's pretty fun. So, Bumpy, you got some shout outs for your channel, dude?
Yeah. I can't think of anybody else's channel to shout out right yet because I didn't think of that ahead of time. I got to start remembering to do that with shows. Rob's Backyard Barbecue, though. I do watch his channel. Comes up with some unique stuff. Last thing I watched was it was not the sandwich I thought it was going to be. So I left a comment. I said, that's an interesting cook you had there. He did a chicken like a chicken steak sub, but it wasn't like steak. It was like one of like if you did like a steak and cheese sub, but he did it with chicken. But he did it like chicken with gravy and cheese. It was just kind of interesting because I was thinking like it was gonna have like onions and peppers and like you do like a steak bomb. It was just interesting. He definitely made a different sandwich than I thought would have happened. On my channel, I have my beer reviews I've been putting out. I've been pumping them out almost daily at this point because I had so much backstock and I'm trying to catch up. So that way I'm not putting out videos of beers I had 2 months prior to where, like, if anybody actually saw it and wanted to get it, they might not be able to get it, or they might be disappointed in the quality if they did pick it up, being much older. And also that helps me because half the time I'm like editing videos and I'm like, I don't even remember drinking this beer. And then I'm posting it and then people will leave me comments right away. And I'm just like, yeah, what are you talking about? I don't know what it tastes like anymore. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up on that to make my beer reviews more relevant to when I've actually done them. And then maybe like when holidays and stuff come up, I could be more on the ready to actually do a holiday special with a beer versus like, oh, I've already edited enough videos and I didn't think of doing something for the 4th of July. Frozen pizza reviews, got those coming out as well. I wanted to try to get one out for tomorrow, but that means I do have to edit a video tonight to do so. So I might try to do that. If nothing comes out tomorrow, then definitely Wednesday for frozen pizza reviews. And that's pretty much it. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers. All right.
Nice. Cheers, bro. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. So I've been trying to keep up with people. I'm sorry. It's really hard.
Like the Kardashians?
I've really had a hard week. It's been a hellaciously hard week of work for me lately here. So I'm on a 6-day work week because I had to go see Squatchy on Monday. So I had to exchange some days off. But that was a fun experience. Squatchy Brew Dudes. And then another guy I just paid attention to is Northwest Small Batch Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. Still yet to seeing that guy as well. He's so close to me. He's a brewer, but he also puts a lot of shorts up on Thursday. He'll put a short up every Thursday, like brewing tips, things that whether you're a newbie or whatever the hell it is, might want to learn something from what he says. But his last one he did was a marshmallow coconut stout. It sounded really fucking good. So
good. Yeah.
Just a cool guy too, nice guy. He knows his shit too. He's been brewing since like '95 or so. I don't know, a while. So yeah, there's that. And then I got this can, two of these I'm gonna send out, plus another little prize for you, Tanner. But this is Hairy Ass People. And that's the NEPA going your way. I got 2 of them in the mail going soon. I had to just do you. I was going to send to other people, but I really got to save up for the trip on September. So I'm just going to kind of keep it cool. I am going to brew a Westie too. I'm going to, and my Martin is in the fridge, is in there crashing right now. It's been in a week. So, it's still kind of weird, but I'm going to get that out to you guys, plus a Westie. So hopefully I'll get some to Eric or Bumpy or someone, Tanner or whatever, so you guys can try the beers when I go visit you guys. September 4th, babies. All right, that's it. Cheers, guys. Oh, I got my live streams, Beer and Cheese Tuesday, and all spun out. Oh, one more thing I want to mention real quick. I am gonna start up kind of similar to All Spun Out. but it's gonna be like a membership thing. So it's gonna be really cheap though, like $3 a month, if that. And it's gonna be a spinner deal, so it's gonna spin up people, and you're gonna be a tribute for the month. The person who wins is gonna have 6 beers go out to you. We're gonna talk about. There's also gonna be like a 3 people and a 6 people one. So you all like, you know what I'm saying? I'm figuring things out. You know, figure something out.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
So, I just want people to be able to have. I want to tribute out to channels. I want people to be known, both brewers and reviewers in this community. So I don't want your money, so to say, but it really will just go to the making of the beer and the sending out, the producing, and all that stuff. So that's really it. And you can cancel anytime. You can cancel anytime. Cheers. All right.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gotcha. Dan finally showed up.
I would say it was well worth it, but yeah, buyer's remorse. Anyways, yeah. So we had a little bit of a different video go out today. We were able to luckily film a few episodes of As the Beer Swirls at Grow Brewing, the new tap room on location. Which was much needed, as I spoke of our lack of content, and really cool of the owners. Their opening day, they let us have their special. I don't know. It's not a VIP lounge, but there's like a Italian, like there's like a leather sofa with their. If you watch the video, you'll see it in the background. This really cool like neon like mug with like flowers growing out of it and like a big green wreath and stuff. It was just badass. It's a cool setup. It's on the platform, and they were really busy. Just really happy for them. They started in 2022, just kind of brewing and just putting beers out in the store, and now they're living their dream, and now they have a brick and mortar place, and I can't wait to see what happens next with them. So yeah, keep an eye out for. There's 2 more videos that we did on location. The video today, we did their taproom exclusive barley wine. It was their aged in peach brandy barrels, and then they did one aged in cherry brandy barrels. So we kind of had both and did them or whatever. That's based on their OG barley wine. It's called Dormancy, which I gave it like a 5. Joe from Beer Patrol gave it a 5. Like it was a really good barley wine. But that was aged 24 months in Heaven Hill barrels. But these are in brandy. Anyways, yeah, it was a really fun time. Really cool opening day. So, yeah, we still got some older, like 2 older episodes left. And then we talked. I think we're going to try and get together to get some more content out. But either way, Bumpy was gracious enough to mention that if we need some content, and even if we don't need the content, I still want to do it. Just get together and film some, episodes of something. It'd be cool.
Yeah. And you guys get Kettlehead too, so. But, have you ever seen like a Kettlehead beer that you think I might be able to get as well?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
that's what that group, the Beer Whiskey Examination Group, that's what that's for. You guys are doing reviews together, let everyone know. Put it in that group. That's what that group was made for, was to tell everybody, hey, I would like to review this with other people. And then, maybe somebody else can get it and reviews it with you.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to do something like that, put it in the thing, and maybe I can grab the beer too. So.
Yeah, I know. Other than that, really, I'm not sure what we have planned coming down the pike. I'd like to do more on location stuff. That was really cool. And I just really enjoyed it. We haven't explored that opportunity too much. And quite frankly, there's been a little hesitation, because it's a feeling. sitting in the middle of a brewery and having people walk by and just like stare at you and just like, oh, what are they doing? They got the camera with the big microphone and like it's just I don't know, you know what I mean?
The time of day we're in though, because people walk around with cameras and do vlogs and all that shit all the time, dude.
But I will say we met a ton of cool people and people were like, hey, what are you doing? And I explained what we're doing, and we met a lot of cool beer nerds, to be honest. So yeah, that's it. That's my shout out.
Nice. Yeah, so like even with the Bourbon Hunter thing, like I was just kind of getting like a good recording of like the shelves and the selection and stuff, and then we were kind of talk about it afterwards. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Like just having the camera out. There are a couple breweries that I've gone to that are really cool, and like I'll just grab a draft pour, I'll set up my camera on a table, sit away from everybody, and then just do a beer review. That's like more of like a farm style brewery, so it's kind of has like a spot where you can just kind of walk away and chill and be by yourself if you really wanted to. But yeah, I encourage other people to do that. Those are cool. I like doing those reviews, the draft pour reviews. So, like I said, check out my Bourbon Hunter video with Eric. I will say it was not completely structured. We kind of just winged it. It was fun, though. We had a good time. I wish we had a better selection. We kind of drifted off into a part of Mass that was just like a lot of just like mainstream stuff, and everybody kind of just had a lot of the same products. Watch the video. We're going to do another one. It was fun. We ended up getting a good deal on a couple different items. Check it out. And yeah, I like the vlog style video just like that. And hopefully, you know, I encourage other people to go bourbon hunting with me. Like Bumpy, if you ever want to go with me and Eric, that'd be cool. And yeah, I just want to get like a group together. Maybe we can get like a group in September together. And one of the maybe like spend a couple hours just going to a couple stores and checking out some whiskey prices and seeing what they have for a selection. Maybe we can find some local stuff in September when we all
Wait,
get
did
together.
you say if I want to go with you, I have to behave?
No. When the fuck did I say that?
I thought that's what you said. Sorry.
No. I said I encourage everyone to go. And Beerman's on the other side of the
Dan, when you watch this back, you let me know.
I never said behave.
I said that I have to behave to hang out with
Never
Mary.
said it. Behave. Never said that. He's got it implanted in his mind because he's been acting up all night.
Can't comment.
You must have said something
Throw
inappropriate,
water on them.
here, man.
I said throw water on them. It won't let me put it up. Sorry.
But yeah, I want to do more Bourbon Hunter videos. That was fun. It was fun editing it and just filming it and looking at the different prices. And it's cool too. Like if I really want to, I can go back and look at the stores I went to, and I can look at the different prices, see if I want to go back and buy stuff. And it's also helpful for the community. You know, if you live in the area where we're bourbon hunting and these are stores that are local to you, you can always go there and check to see if the products are still there and purchase them. You know, if maybe it was a product that I kind of passed up on. So that's always cool. So yeah, just look out for that. Look out for more beer reviews. Next week, like I said, we'll do the brew and booze reviews. Cheers to the panel here. Bumpyisms, Beerman, Dan from Athletics Beer Reviews. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you. Definitely shout out to Bill for the super chat. Thank you, bro. Really do appreciate it. It's the second donation on the channel other than from Bumpy. So thank you, Bill. Appreciate
My
it.
donation was pretty cool. Because
It said new.
Yeah, because Tanner totally messed up and came on with no audio, much like Dan tonight.
Oh, yeah. But anything else? Homebrewing stuff. Just kind of living life, and eventually I'll pull the trigger on that electrical brewing equipment. But that is like $1,200. So, yeah, eventually I'll get back into brewing. I'll be doing some all grain. And yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks again. Cheers, Bill. Same to you, bro. Let me put this. Let's put the link in the private chat here, or not the private chat. Sorry, we'll put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up and hang out with us off air, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, we're gonna have some beers, kick it for a little bit, and there you have it. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, more videos like beer. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that one sounds so good.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Cheers.
I love whiskey and beer.
beer.